Let us begin with a prayer, as we do every week. This week's prayer is sponsored by Polymarket. God, I hope the right people win the World Cup. But who knows, will they? If only there was some way that I could profit off of the uncertainty. I think if you get caught cheating at sports, and I have an unconventional opinion on this, but I think if you cheat, I don't think you should be punished. I think everyone else should be given that same advantage. So if you're doping, guess what? Everyone in the league, mandatory shots every 6 hours. Likewise, all basketball players are given very specifically sized shoes that raise them up in the air so they're all the exact same height. I mean, if you think about it, that actually should be how that is. Or if you get too tall, we just chop you down to size. And if you're like, a fraction of an inch too tall than the mandated height, which of course will be 4 feet tall, imagine basketball, but everyone's 4 feet tall. The hoop is the same height. Ball's the same size. That's an actual challenge, not a guy who's 7 feet tall. He's like, oh, who left this fucking hoop up here that I'm bumping my head into? Oh, while I'm up here, I might as well put a ball through the fucking thing. Oh, I won? Oh, I have $5 million now? Great. They gotta fix sports, and I've gotta be the guy to do it. Somebody who doesn't watch it or care about any of it at all. And what else? What else can we add to basketball? I don't know. There's a fishing mini game or something. Like what is ever the point of doing the post game? Like we're finally gonna learn a new piece of information about the sport where it's like now it all makes sense. It's like what's the apotheosis of being into sports? What are you like fully satisfied where you're like, I've seen enough sports by now. I get all of it. I get how it all works. Like the coach always just says, we scored some points, but it was less than the other team, and next time we'll try to make our number go bigger than theirs. If we do that, we get millions of dollars. Also, if we don't do that, we also get millions of dollars. Baseball? Here's a new thing for baseball, okay? Play it somewhere else. Play it indoors on a rug, on a thick shag rug. This room is, I want to say 30 feet by 30 feet. Do your little game in there, then I'm interested. The static electricity, with all that running around, it's going to make all the players sterile. And that's why people are going to tune in. Also, I think you should add to baseball, there's one person on every team who's like not playing baseball really. They're just like in a rap battle. And that's going on the entire... I didn't say rap battle, by the way. I said rap battle. If you thought I said there's going to be a rap battle, what kind of a fucking stupid idea would that be? So the two guys are rapping during the game the whole time. And they have the audience clap. They measure the applause. And whoever wins the battle... they add another point onto the score. So if you're behind a little bit, you could rely on your rap guy if he's good. Man, I'm having good baseball ideas. But this podcast isn't about baseball. It's about... what is this about? Is this a Doctor Who fan podcast? So in the latest Doctor Who news, they still haven't figured out who he is. Because sometimes he's a guy and sometimes he's some lady. That's why something like NASCAR is actually better in that regard. It's like there's no way to like dope up your car to make it go fast. It's all pretty much like the same engine and they're all pretty much driving the same car. But the driver's like, if I press the pedal and move the wheel at exactly the right time and exactly the right way, then God will bless my car and make it go faster. Like I'm actually channeling Christ consciousness through a V8. What do you think let Jesus take the wheel means? Kind of a bad idea because he didn't know how to drive a car. So one thing I wouldn't trust him with. I trust Jesus with almost anything else other than, like, driving me to work. If Jesus really did show up and say, hey, do you need a ride? I'd be like, are you sure you're good to drive, dude? This isn't like donkeys, Jesus. This is different. The skills aren't going to transfer. That's why anytime somebody in an Uber comes to pick me up and their name is Jesus, I automatically ask for a different driver. I don't care how many stars he has. He's probably getting that on name recognition alone. And he just speeds away in his Kia Element. Wait, is the Element Kia, or is it... Let me go to cars.com and figure it out. Go over to www.cars.com, and just see what's been going on with cars recently. Cars.com, you can look for cars that are for sale. This old bucket of bolts, it's a new 2026, it's $65,000. They put any old fucking shit in a car now, huh? If I had one of those, Apple, the CarPlay or whatever, I would just open one of those apps that's just a bunch of orbs that are meant to, like, stimulate kittens, and I would just swat at it while I'm driving. And I'd get in the normal number of accidents per year, per annum. Hold on a second, the phone's ringing. Somebody, against their better judgment, is calling the Purgatory Podcast hotline. They want to chime in, and I'm just saying, like, it never ends well for these people. You guys gotta stop trying to interact with me. Hello?
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 Hi, this is Junk Puppet.
It's Junk Puppet?
I'm the president of sports.
I didn't know that was a position.
Yeah.
What do you mean, though? Like, there's an NFL commissioner. Are you above him?
He's nothing to me. I'm so far above him, I don't even know who he is.
Is there any particular reason your voice sounds like that?
Does there need to be?
I mean, it's very rare for me to, like, demand that someone explain why their voice is the way it is. So far, there's only 2 people I've ever run into in my life who fall in that category, you and RFK.
Okay, fine, I got hit by a baseball in the neck.
When?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Well, what? Go to the hospital. What do you normally sound like?
Honestly, I'm starting to prefer this.
You prefer this? How bad is your normal voice?
Look, this isn't about me, okay?
What are you talking about? So far, all we've done is talk about you.
Okay, well, this fight we're having right now, this is a competition, and ultimately, I am the arbiter of its final outcome.
You can have this, Junk Puppet. Man, that's a fucked up name.
Look, I don't really adjudicate that many games, because 99.9% of the time it's easy to figure out who won. It's just
whoever gets more points.
Exactly.
See, that I know.
Oh, mama.
Oh. Do you feel better?
Yeah. Oh, I still gotta go to the hospital. I really gotta go to the hospital because this is not how I sound normally either.
That's also not your voice?
Nope, I don't know where this is coming from, but I don't mind it. That part I don't like that much.
All right, look, call 911 and get that looked into. All right, thank you, Junk Puppet. I get playing sports. Like, I've had fun playing sports before, so I get that. It's watching sports that I don't understand. Or it's like, listening to a podcast. Like, this is fun to do, but I have no idea why. I don't know why you would listen to it. I'm not even, like, trying to be funny. I really question the judgment of anybody who would listen to this. You have to go to the doctor. There's something's not right. Anyway, because he's here anyway, we might as well have him do time check. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Slurp on Lipstick. Thank you so much. My name is Slurp on Lipstick. I host Time Check and I get paid whether or not I even do it, whether or not I even show up. After the debacle that was last week's episode in which I tried to usurp the host of the Purgatory Podcast, The Purgatory podcast was bought out by two very eccentric individuals, and I'm no longer getting paid human currency. They said I'm getting something called wizard bucks, and I said, what are wizard bucks? And they said, well, you have to go to the wizard dimension for them to be worth anything. I thought maybe they would be worth something at like Harry Potter World at Universal, so I flew down there, and I'm like, I get so many Harry Potter bucks. And they thought I was like role-playing, like I was going along with it. And they're like, haha, very funny, but... And I was like, I don't understand why you're laughing at me. I gave you the money of your people. What's the issue? Alright, the current time, it's 10:58 p.m. Make of that what you will. Do whatever you want with that information. You can share this with others. This is public domain. You know, the time is free. That's one of the things that makes it so great. I've always said this. I got the idea from a homeless man in the subway. He said, time is free. It made a lot of sense. I think he was like a priest or a dog in a previous life or something. Dog Priest, coming to HBO every day. I wanted that ad tie-in to be more subtle, but our sponsor is Dog Priest, a new show on HBO coming out. I didn't say I know what it's about or anything. I think all I have to say is you should watch it. Sorry, I'm getting a text. I'm getting a text from the HBO people. Okay, this is the rep from HBO. What did they say? They said, you know what Dog Priest is about. We sent hundreds of emails back and forth. We had a 6-hour Zoom call about Dog Priest, the ins and outs, the intricacies, the religious underpinnings to the plot, the child abuse and trauma suffered by the creator, who's using it as a form of catharsis to get over that. We went over all of this. I'm just going to scroll past the rest of this to the end, and then it says, say what Dog Priest is about or else. Oh, they're typing. The little dots, they're still typing. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Alright, so Dog Priest, I think it's a show about a dog that's a priest, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Alright, moving on. Next segment. Brought to you by Listerine Fresh Strips. Now they're calling me on my cell. Hold on a second. Hello?
This is Leo with HBO. You know what Dog Priest is. Say it.
I genuinely I'm pretty sure it's just a dog that's a priest. What else could it possibly be?
It's your job to say that. You signed a contract with HBO. Why don't you just look it up or something?
Now that I think about it, it's weird that I haven't seen a single frame of Dog Priest. Are they done production? How come there's no promotional material?
The shooting of season 1 was real behind schedule, cause volcanoes.
Volcanoes?
A lot of Dog Priests just sat in and around volcanoes that was hot cause they'd go boom a lot of the time. They didn't know when it was gonna happen. A lot of dogs and a lot of priests died.
Okay, well, can you at least give me a hint? Is it set in the current day, the future, the past?
No.
Can you put in a good word? I've always wanted to pitch an idea for a show that I think is uniquely suited to HBO and its imprint on culture, if you will. The show is basically one character is nude at least once per episode.
Done. When can you meet?
Well, I haven't pitched the plot yet. I'm starting with that.
No. I want you in the room on Monday, okay? The president's got to hear this.
Okay. But yeah, that was just to hook you, you know?
No, I don't care about the rest. That's not my job.
What is your job?
I'm the janitor.
Oh. So none of this was real?
No.
Oh. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. If Dog Priest exists, go watch it. If it doesn't, then just watch whatever you've been watching, like Mad Men reruns or... No, actually pretty much just Mad Men reruns. I think that's all there is. Thank you so much. I've been Slurp on Lipstick. No one else can do what I do. No one else can check the time. Thank you so much. Give it up, everybody. That was time check. If anybody calls me about some legal entanglement with HBO, I'm just gonna say I'm at lunch. I'll be like, I'll call you back after lunch. Just keep doing that. You can pretty much evade any consequences if you just say you're at lunch. That's why legally they can't arrest Trump. If he's like, well, I'm at Subway. Eat fresh. Jared Fogle was always a big fan of mine. I was always a big fan of his. Let's bring him back, folks, right? Come on. Exonerate Jared Fogle. But you want to say, oh, it's because of our corrupt leaders that, they face much less harsh penalties than we do for the same crimes. And this kind of pulls the veil off that narrative, because it's basically saying, no, it has nothing to do with that. It's because of lunch law. And the masses just don't know about it. Think about it. No one's ever been arrested during lunch. Go through your memories. Think of a person who was arrested while eating lunch. It's never happened. And if you think it happened to you, then I would say you're out to lunch mentally. Because it's not possible. Why do you think Jared Fogle got away with what he did for so long? Because he spent all of his time at Subway eating lunch. I recently had lunch, speaking of it. It's become a daily habit of mine. It's just one of my quirks where, I'll just get kind of hungry in the middle of the day and just think, fuck it, why not eat? I like to color outside the lines a little bit. You thought all there was in this world was dinner and breakfast? There's so much more I can show you. Welcome to lunch. There's a beer that I get sometimes, and ironically I am usually getting it at lunch, but it's literally called Lunch. So when I order it, I know the waitress is going to know what I'm talking about, but I feel like a stupid child or an adult with brain damage, where she's like, so what are we thinking today? And I'm like, I want lunch! She's like, oh, the lunch? Okay. It's okay. You don't have to feel stupid. Everybody goes through this, and I just want you to know I'm here for you. And they say this every time. I was out to lunch with my parents recently, and I was reminded of how your parents can disarm you in such unexpected, bizarre ways. They can just make a comment that's totally out of pocket, and you're like, huh? We were out walking to get lunch, and they said I walk like Larry David. But I'm like, what do I do with that information? Where did this come from? What's gotten into you two? Get out of my house. And they did. So did I, and we walked to lunch. That's upsetting to me. He's just like a 75-year-old man. Whatever. Hold on a second. I'm getting a call on the Purgatory Podcast phone line. I think I know who this is. Hello?
Holla, or hallelujah, or whichever one makes you like me more.
Oh, it's God, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, I just wanted to call to let you know, congratulations, America 250. The country is, it's like the blink of an eye to me, but congratulations for the blink.
Thanks?
Yeah, that America 250 celebration in DC, by the way, I was shooting lightning bolts. I was trying to hit it, but my aim wasn't good because I was far away.
Well, what do you mean you're far away? You're God. Aren't you omnipresent?
Nah, I gotta lug my ass around to get to places. I just didn't feel like getting closer to Earth, but if I was closer, I definitely would have hit it.
Well, look, if you had to live anywhere on Earth, where would you live? Would you live in America?
I spent time in Denver for a summer. It was okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was mostly just backpacking and getting high the whole time.
You were backpacking in Denver? Can you do that?
I don't know, I was somewhere doing something. Do you ever just want to honk out on a big spliff?
God, sometimes I really don't know why you call in.
You don't understand, there's nothing to do here. Everything that has ever or will ever happen has already happened from where I am. I keep trying to watch NASCAR and I see the end result and I see the beginning and I see the end at the same time. So what's the point of even watching the game? Why am I paying extra through my cable package to watch this?
I don't know.
It sucks. I know the end of every movie, every game. I know how I die.
Sorry, hold on. You're gonna die?
Yeah.
I thought you were immortal.
No. Somebody on your shitty planet fires a gun in the air, it goes into space, it hits me right in the head, and I'm done. It's lights out for God.
So when we say God bless America, do you do anything?
I get a notification comes up.
Oh. Do you then bless America?
I get a notification and I see it.
Okay. Great. Thanks a lot, God.
Drive fast, take chances.
I miss when God used to, like, talk different. He would say, like, ye and shall and stuff like that. It was a simpler time. Now he's unk and cringe-pilled. So to anyone not from America who's listening, let me just give you a simplified version of what goes on. I work at the gun factory. We make all the guns and we shoot them at livestock. We murder thousands of livestock per day just testing guns and ammunition. We throw grenades at them too. We smile and giggle a little bit. We kiss and make out. Then we go get a big cheeseburger. We eat that. We eat a second cheeseburger. We eat a third one. We throw up. We piss our pants. We have to be changed. After that, we all go to Disney World. We all go to Disney World. We all go there at the same time every day. And then we leave. And we all sleep in one huge bed together. Every single person in America. And then we wake up and do it all over again. The European mind could never comprehend this. But, like, the good thing about America is that, like, you can sink to the bottom. Like, you can be like Trevor from GTA 5. You can live like Trevor in America. It's possible to do that. But as a normal person, you're like, oh, I'm glad the floor is so low. Because if I'm downwardly mobile, like, I have a lot of steps where, like, instead of being executed by the state automatically, I'll get to continue living, but with more roaches. Because actually, I mean, humans are basically a resource to private capital. Like, we're the means to that end instead of being an end within ourselves. So it's in their best interest to keep us alive, even if we live in, you know, a cat carrier or something. Yeah, my friend, he recently had to move into a cat carrier. He couldn't make rent anymore, and he said, well, there's a cat carrier going for $300. And I was like, a month? He's like, yeah, that's without utilities. I'm like, what is it with utilities? He's like, there are no utilities. It's a cat carrier. You fucking idiot. I don't think there's really nothing else for the podcast planned. I think I'm just going to call it early, maybe hit the hay. I got to find my place in the big America bed. It's going to take a while. I have to drive there. It's really not convenient for me. Wait, hold on. Who could possibly be calling? Hello?
Hello, you're on with Show Me the Money.
Okay.
You've been selected to take part in this live national broadcast of Show Me the Money.
I'm on live TV?
Yes, sir. Would you like to be shown the money?
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
So what do I do?
I'm showing you the money, man.
I can't see it. You're calling me on the phone.
Did you get the Zoom link?
Wait, just explain the rules of Show Me the Money.
We put it in an email.
I didn't get an email about this.
Okay. I'll tell you the money that I have. I have a 5, I had a 10, and a 10 and a 20 in my hand. Okay?
All right. So what? What do I do?
Okay, you can use a lifeline. Do you want a lifeline?
Is one of the lifelines explain the rules of the game? Because I'll take that one.
Your lifelines are consult the orange, shake a magic 8-ball, or you can dial 911.
I'll consult the orange.
Okay, I have the orange now in my hand. I'm looking at it, I'm consulting it, turning it over. Okay. There is nothing visible on the orange to give you any information that I can see on the orange. It just looks like a typical orange. So it didn't work this time.
When does it work? What answer are you looking for from me?
Would you take this amount of money? That's all you have to say, yes or no.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, it's yours.
Oh,
That's our winner for today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to Show Me the Money. We'll see you tomorrow.
They better not be giving me that shit in wizard points. If it's wizard points, oh, you have to open an interdimensional portal to Wizard World. Like, what the hell are you talking about? You sound like a crypto guy. I'm not running into a pillar at a train station. You know, Harry Potter, the whole thing was a hallucination. Basically, the moral of Harry Potter is magic isn't real. A bunch of people just hit their heads on this fucking pillar. They're all in a coma, and they're all having a shared experience. There's a pile of bodies outside that thing in the real world. Well, anyway, that's gonna do it for me. I gotta get back to my day job, which is thinking of new ideas for sports. What if we added grappling hooks to football? Or what if there were snipers in golf? All the major leagues, like, they'll get me in a room, they'll just let me, you know, spitball and brainstorm. They let me go on and on for hours and hours and hours. It's strange because, like, it's actually like a padded white room where they let me do this. Anyway, I'll see you next week, and, if you don't listen next week, I can't even begin to describe what I'm gonna do to you if you don't listen next week. And that's a direct threat. I don't care, you can call the police if you want to, but I'm eating leftovers. I have a sandwich here, so... Lunch law rules, baby! See you later.